Hope everybody great. I promise this is the last week I'm gonna do it, but thank you guys so much for helping me hit that 1,000. I'm so happy. That you don't know how happy I was that day. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it because without you I wouldn't have done it. And if you would be so kind as to do that and to also hit that subscribe, I really much appreciate everybody who has and everybody that will subscribe. I got an EDC video, but it's a little something different. Now, uh, when I look at stuff, if you have stuff and you have something, I always like, if you can't use it anymore. I'm just trying to adjust the view thing there a little bit. If you can't use it anymore, I like to repurpose stuff instead of just getting rid of it and or giving it to somebody that needs it. Now, if you have a child who has tree nuts and peanut allergies, which my son does, when he first got it, before he got the epi, he had the AviQ, and this was the pouch we had the AviQ in. Now, the AviQ, it was a little bit different. It was kind of like a little thing, and you just like took it off and pressed in, and it even had like a voice. We got to practice one with it. If you ever experience AviQ, you know what I mean. But it was a little one, probably like yay big. I thought I had the practice one still, but I can't find where I put it. If I still have it or not, maybe I throw it out. But they don't have them anymore. They started using the EpiPen for children who have the allergies like that. Um, so it's hard, and you would put it in this, and since we don't have the AviQ anymore, we had this laying around, and I said, well, I was looking at it the one day. It used to have a name thing and stuff in there that was all out, but it it, it was just laying there, and I said, I can use this because I can make a little tiny medical kit, like a boo boo kit, I guess you would say, but a little boo boo kit. And this is the perfect pouch for it. One, it has the medical symbol on it, which if you have a pouch that doesn't have it, you have to add it on. So this is already here. It has really nice zippers right here, meds in, and it says meds inside, so they know there's stuff inside. And it has a nice little carabiner. Uh, it's not the greatest quality, but it's still a carabiner, and it also has a little Velcro belt clip or belt loop, which is pretty strong actually. So it does. Now, so if you're going out, you're doing some bushcraft or some, going around or whatever, this would work out very good because it will go on your belt. So if you have like your little pouch for your knife and then pouch for your other stuff and your little backpack or whatever, this can go on either on your backpack, on the strap of the backpack, on your belt. It could hang with the little carabiner. So it's really good. It does have a pouch in the front. I didn't put anything in that. This is not its final iteration. Is this one of them? As you can see, I did pack it with some stuff. Now, I didn't put the alcohol in here. I forgot to do that, but I want to put alcohol in here. So that would be for cleaning, cuts and wounds or whatever. But I want to do alcohol in that. It is lockable. It's got the little tiny thing and it's squeezable, so it would be perfect for like alcohol or something like that. Now, like I said, it's a boo boo kit. This over here used to have a card in it, as you can see right there, and it would give the information of the person who had the AviQ. But of course, that's taken out because it was written on. Yes, it was written on, and it had the information of my son. So don't want to put that on camera, of course. But I do have some medical tape that I kind of squished down. It's the 3M medical right here. I just squished it down so it would fit in the compartment better. And it has a lot in here, but I'm pretty sure I can add other stuff to it. I could probably get something in here, so that would help. But I also, what I did put in here, I have the little soap towels to wash yourself. I have a little piece. Now, mind you, this would be like a kit that you would have in your backpack for like bushcraft or hiking or whatever. So moleskin, if you get a little like rubbing on the back of your foot or something, you can just put this right on your foot. It would fix it. It's a little piece because you usually get it on one side. You don't get both feet, so there's no need to have a big giant piece or whatever. But I do have some smaller band-aids in here. I wanted to say rubber bands for a minute. Yeah, I have some smaller band-aids. Oop, as my little alcohol thing goes. I have the bigger ones over here, as you can see. There's a few band-aids. I mean, you're not gonna sew up a major gash or anything like that, but it's just little boo-boos and stuff like that. And as you can see, it did have a temperature thing on it for one AviQ because it had to be cold, so it came with that and a little cold pack. I don't need that right now because it's not being used for that, but sterilized gauze, a little gauze pad. I do have a little first aid antibacterial ointment, a little Target brand there, the ups and away, I guess you would say. And then over here, I do have a couple of extra things. I have a nice set of rubber gloves here. I think it's like 2 sets, I believe, but all folded up behind there. And I have 2 larger band-aids here. Now, like I said, it's not the final iteration of this pouch or little safety kit or first aid boo-boo kit, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't say a first aid kit because it's not that extensive as some of the other, but it's decent. I have other first aid kits. We have a first aid kit in the house. We have a first aid kit in the car. We have the bug and snake bite little kit in case, we don't really have snakes around where I live. There's a few, but they're not really tremendously dangerous. Where I used to live, they were. We had some copperheads and stuff like that, but they're not really that dangerous around here. So it's more for like bug bites and bee stings, the little kit, but it's a little yellow one. I did reviews on it before, and then I have, like I said, I have a more extensive kit in the house with a tourniquet, scissors, stuff like that. I have also one in the vehicle that has a trauma pad, um, a tourniquet, scissors, uh, instant ice pack that you just crack. I'd probably have to replace because it's been in there for a while. It probably won't be as good, so I do have to replace that. Also, trauma blanket. So, like, with a vehicle, if someone's in a car accident and they're freaking out, or someone collapses, something like that. It's pretty cold and snowy right now where I'm at. So, if it was anything like that and they needed to be kept warm, you could put the trauma blanket on them to keep them warm. I haven't yet, but I do really want to take some first aid courses, so I know a little bit more than usual. I mean, I do watch YouTube, but there. I mean, obviously, the people on there know what they're talking about, obviously, but I think I would like to do a course where I have a teacher teaching me. I really want to do a first aid course, so that is one of the things I would like to do. Like I said, I know a little bit. I know how to put on a splint, stuff like that, but I wouldn't go too extensive. I know how to put on a tourniquet, things like that. Uh, we, I guess, well, the tourniquet, not really for, well, I mean, you could have an illegal gun, but, a legal pew pew. But having a weapon here like that is just, it's not a lot of people have them. So to have the tourniquet is not for that. It's more for injuries from stuff like that. But I mean, like I said, someone could have an illegal one and do something. So you're prepared with that tourniquet in the vehicle at home or whatever. And if someone fall and have a compound fracture, the bone comes out, you'll be able to put that on to stop the bleeding. I did have that happen to myself, so I know how traumatizing that can be and pretty crazy because I was hit and dragged by a car. My bone came out of my leg, so, and shot at the bottom of my ankle. So I do know about that firsthand, how it felt and how it was. But the tourniquet does come in very handy for stuff like that. But if you would be so kind as to put in the comments, see some suggestions of what I could add to this or what I could take away, whichever, or what you would put in it, I really appreciate it. Just go in the comments, have a discussion. We could talk about it. Thank you. I would really appreciate everybody's input on this. But there you have it, my little reusing something that was going to get tossed to the side and repurposing it. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate my little EDC boo-boo kit. Thank you so much. Have a great, great day.